When I tell you all, I am so upset in what I'm seeing in Minneapolis. I'm upset at this recent shooting and, shall I say, murder from the ICE agents. Yes, there are so many different angles that's going to be taken into account to figure out what happened, but we already know. We already know this administration has already put out a statement saying that this person was armed. He wasn't armed. If you see the video, you will be able to tell. And if you see some screenshots, I went ahead and took some screenshots of another video of an angle showing the guy moments before he was shot and murdered. One of the things I want you all to look at, especially when watching this video, if you haven't already, if you get a chance, it was senseless, uncalled for, and it did not need to happen. There were at least 7 to 8 guys on this man who was unarmed. The only thing he had was a phone in his hand. I'll show you the screenshots if I haven't already posted it. But yeah, he just had his phone. That was the only thing. They were hitting him in the head with a canister. I don't know if it was a canister or what. After all of them were on him, like, boom, boom, boom. And they were just hitting him in his sides. And you can see, if you watch the video closely, like he balls his hands up. And I guess that's why he's trying to hold himself, or, trying to give some type of cushion because they were holding him down on the concrete. And you see he has nothing in his hands. And then all of a sudden, one of the guys, while he is trying to help, quote unquote, the other agents, I guess, restrain him, he already has his gun out. So he has his gun out while he's using his other hand, which we all know that is not protocol. That's dangerous. Like, why are you even pulling out a gun at this point? But anyways, if you continue to see, you can see how he shoots the guy as he's backing up. He shoots him and unloads his clip in his chest while the guy is laying on his back on the concrete. He unloads about 3 to 4 clips. Then there was another ICE agent next to him walking backwards, did the exact same thing. Guy was already laid out, more than likely dead, and he unloaded about 3 to 4 clips in his chest. See, here's the thing. You remember before the 2024 election, or leading up to the 2024 election, you had a lot of marches that were taking place by Proud Boys and white supremacists. You had them in Tennessee. They were showing up in D.C. and countless others at the Capitol. And I have videos as well. You might have to go all the way back to see those videos. But now you hardly even see those marches taking place anywhere. Do you all know why? Those Proud Boys, white supremacists, and racist KKK members, they're ICE agents. That's why you hardly see them now. Now they have masks. These are untrained men that are so unqualified. They were given a chance to express their hatred. And then also, too, you have an administration that's not holding them accountable. You have an administration that is not holding them accountable one bit. So that's giving them free rein to think or go out and act ignorant, unlawful, and do ish or shit like this that's uncalled for. I know, it's not my time to go out there yet and protest, but bring that ish to Atlanta. And the mayor and or governor or future governor who wants to run to be the governor, and they don't try to protect the citizens, nah, it's not going to work. It's not going to happen. That's not going to fly. Because all of this is pretty much a distraction because they don't want these Epstein files to come out. But bring that ish to Atlanta and not protect your citizens. I promise you, we're going to vote you out of office, or you won't even be voted in office. This is getting out of hand. But like I said, this is a distraction so you won't know or have these Epstein files come out. Now, to be clear, I don't know if any of you had a chance to even read what's in the Epstein files. But they're trafficking or traffic boys, little boys, young girls, and there were snuff films. If you don't know what snuff films are, go and do your research. Not only was this a corrupt thing within America that was part of this trafficking, but it was a global, pretty much, enterprise. You had world leaders, princes, kings, dictators, people that held high offices, celebrities a part of this. That's why they don't want it to come out. But for some reason, you have his followers that are willing to turn the other cheek and look at this with a blind eye and act like it never happened. But y'all were so worried about that little 5-year-old that was quote unquote left by his father, and y'all detained him when we know that was a lie. Y'all worried about the children that are possibly being trafficked by these illegal immigrants, but yet you have one of the biggest traffickers sitting in the Oval Office, getting protected. This is crazy. I know I'm venting and I'm going off, and I know some people want to say, yes, this is what they voted for, and yes, this is what some of the folks voted for. But my heart can't just stand by and just watch. You know, it's just sad to see. Unnecessary. Sad to see, and it's unnecessary. Folks didn't want to vote in a black woman, and this is what they got. All right? You already know I like to stay in the know while keeping my head on the swivel. Let's go.